There we go. Just trying to get my controller. Bum ba da da. Lopez testing. Okay, Lopez Gaming is working. Let me just rearrange things on my monitors. I want to be able to see... Okay, there we go. This is a certified Lopez moment. Oh, right, I failed last time. Who died? Was it... I think Raleigh... Yeah, Raleigh died. Raleigh died. Everyone's goat. Your goat is washed. Axe Reaver Pegasus? More like Axe Reaver Dancer. Ophelia moment. Am I right, gamers? I'm finishing my lunch. Gonna give people time to trickle in. Society if the heal staff was playable. God, Ophelia sucks so much, fat dog. She's just Zane. She's like a nerfed Zane, and I already think Zane is not actually all that good. The main reason Zane is good in Arcanea is like 90% of the cast also sucks fat dog. So like, getting a second copy of Paula instead of fielding Caesar? Yes, please. Oh, right, FE11 Ballistas, too, yeah. I was just thinking 12, where it's, like, super unbalanced cast. But, like, and the same is kind of true of 11. 11, without Ballistas, everyone in 11 feels, like, very, very samey. They're obviously not the same, right? Like, but there's no, like, oh, I need to... It's not like UU, right? Where it's like, oh, I need a second copy of Blur. But, you get some caffeine. Good morning. Thanks for the wake-up call. Get pugged. Yeah, sorry it's so late. I was actually gonna stream at 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's now 11:18. But, a lot of stuff happened last night while I was trying to fall asleep. Just in terms of my cats jumping around on me, and then when I got up to pee, I stubbed my toe on something. And it basically made it so that I couldn't fall asleep until like 2 in the morning. So I overslept. Well, I mean, I woke up to the alarm, but I decided my body wants to sleep some more, so I did. FE12 Barros is unironically cracked. I wouldn't know about that. I don't know enough about FE12 to comment on anything other than the extremes. Like, genuinely, I don't know enough about FE12 other than, like, the very, very basic stuff. Like, I can say Caesar sucks, and I can say Paula good. And And I can say, like, a lot of the cast is not worth zaning. I think, you know, there's a difference between being not worth zaning, or rather not worth deploying over Zane, right? But yeah. I don't know whether Dairos falls into that special category or not, though. But yeah, let's just get started. For anyone who missed the previous stream, this is attempt number 2 at this chapter. I believe there's a way to get Lopez here, right? Yeah, 15... Nope, that's not it. Oh, Ironbow, right. She doesn't know about the Secret Caesar event. Gives him plus 12 to all stats and promotes to Earth Dragon. Yo, that would be so awesome, though. I would be on board for a Secret Caesar event that gives him plus 12 to all stats and promotes to the Earth Dragon. That would be goated. That would be goated. Chat, question of the day, and I guess also YouTube Ice Rider comments, question of the day. Who is your favorite Arcanea Skrunkly? Mine will surprise you. It's not Lena. I think my favorite ROM-hack Skrunkly is either, or not ROM-hack, Arcanea Skrunkly is either Maria. No, Lopez! We have to reset. I missed. It's probably Maria. I like Maria a lot. I'm also partial to Mathis, but I think that's mostly Mathis memes after, like, Go to the Burger King stuff. But yeah, I don't even actually like Lena all that much. I know I'm a betrayer to the cause. It's kind of cheating, but I like both of the thieves. I mean, I guess it's kind of cheating to say 2, but like I said 2, right? Like I said Maria and Mathis. So like if you're cheating, I'm cheating. Jake. Is Jake a Skrunkly? I guess he's a Skrunkly in the sense that, like, in the OG Arcanea games, you know, the very, very starter Arcanea games, Baby's first Arcanea, FE1, FE3, etc., etc. He is a scrub there. He is a scrub there. Oh god, Jake and Beck in FE1 are so fucking laughable. They're just bow armors. You meant scrubs? No, they can be Skrunklies. They can be Skrunklies. If you like Jake, even though he's good, like, that's valid. That's valid. You are uninvited from the bad unit meeting, where everyone who loves bad units talks about how bad the bad units that they love are. So you are uninvited from that. On account of your unit not being bad. But I think you'll make do. like Jake, he has Riz. Bro pulled the interdimensional suspend menu woman. I think our mistake last time, ironically, I think we were too aggressive. I think we just gotta play really, really defensively on this map. Which is, like, not a good sign for the future. Because there's no timed side objectives here, but that won't be true after this, right? So, like... not looking great. Oh god, 18. Kyra's already getting chunked down that much. I love IS trying to get rid of Jake as Anna's boyfriend. It is unfortunately, like, he's just a victim of the marriage culture in modern Fire Emblem. Good job, Purloiner! No! You fucking idiots! Oh, they're all gonna die now. They're all gonna die now. Gonna make Jake Fire Emblem my next Robin so that I can fix the timeline. But doesn't that just lean into the marriage? I hate the fucking focus on player marrying everyone. Like, I think when people say, oh, Fire Emblem's a dating simulator, that's going too far. Like, you're over-exaggerating. But I do think it is a unfortunate thing that is actually happening, you know? 14... 15... 18... 13... Ugh, the fucking flame sword, guys. Okay, I think I need Raleigh to move... like, up here. 8 and 8 is 16, 24. Oh, but you're in the way of the triangle attack! Okay, we heal Kyra. $15 plus 8 is 23. Yeah, so we can do this. Kyra, unfortunately, still ends up super chunked. She's already getting doubled by the fucking Myrmidons. Like, this is... we're in sad time gaming hours. Let's boost accuracy. I don't want to send them away. I could have gotten the triangle attack if I had sent them away. But I don't think I want to send them away. I think I want them as human shields. I think that's important. They can't both oh, they do. You go here, and then I think Agari goes here and finishes up her vulnerary. The Brigands are EXP thieves. We kind of talked about this during the last stream. But I think that, you know, even though they do take some EXP, I think unless you are specifically trying to train Theme for New Game Plus purposes, that it's better to leave them there as meat shields than it is to send them home. Because EXP, I mean, in general, EXP is not as tight as Fire Emblem fans tend to think it is. But especially in Hag, you get a lot of decent pre-promotes, you get a lot of decent training projects later. EXP for the early squad is fine. Like, it's genuinely fine. The initial onslaught can be a bit brutal without them. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you saw what happened last time, right? Fucking Raleigh died. Also, I think Nikolaus is gonna get doubled here. Nikolaus! No, not doubled. Okay. That's a baller. So these guys are dead. Hopefully the green units that are alive don't shoot. Oh, that one in the bottom left's gonna suicide, isn't he? What are they doing? What are you doing? Oh, he's got a Sword Reaver. My goat! I forgot he had a Sword Reaver, my goat. Okay, hey, Kate can kill this Armor Knight, and then we gotta rescue her out with Agari. Or we could heal her, actually, instead. Nikolaus killed this guy, and we rescue him out with Agari. Do you think he has heal AI? No, wait, he's going further than a Pate. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. This hit rate's not great, though, Hecate. I gotta be so fucking for real for you. Dark magic hit issues. Dark magic hit issues are so sad. Tonebreaker fixes them, but like, God. 98 base hit. I'm trying to remember. Oh, right, it's Nyx. I was like, what character was I looking at who has less than 100 base hit with a super accurate weapon at base? It's Nyx. Nyx has 99 base hit before enemy avoid. Travesty of a unit. Because I'm working, I guess, sneak preview of an upcoming video. I'm working on the Nyx review. That was the next one voted on by the patrons.
Now you've done it! You pissed off the wrong brigands! With me, Lopez Fango. Triangle attack!
If only there was some kind of dark mage with really high accuracy stats. Do you mean in this or in Fates? I mean, in fairness, right, for the Nyx slander, if I want to be entirely, utterly, fully fair, right? She gets Heartseeker, so at one range she's boosted. And then if you do, like, reclassing shenanigans, like, 99, it's workable, but like, oh, it's tragic. Oh, it's tragic, right? Taking care of this group down here, it makes things a lot easier, too, because now we only have to focus on one front. I think that's what killed us, is I had to split my forces to deal with the Myrmidons and the Pegs separately. Oh, please don't get doubled. Thank you, Agari. The Sword Reaver won. He hit a 65! My goat. My goat, the Sword Weaver Brigand. One range with the glassiest cannon. Yeah, no, it does mean that her speed kind of doesn't matter at that point, because unfortunately, if you're attacking at one range, like, she's not doubling, she dies. But there's stuff you can do, you know, the high investment stuff. Shout out to Coding Ant if you haven't seen Fate's YouTuber, relatively new Fate's YouTuber, Coding Ant, doing a whole series, basically how to train your Nyx, I think is what it's called. And it's basically about, you know, salvaging Nyx. I think she's definitely higher on Nyx than I am. Like, I think Nyx is a bottom tier unit. Just because I think the investment is not worth it unless you really like Nyx, but it is a very good demonstration of just how many tools you have access to in Fire Emblem Fates. Spear, Axe Reaver. Okay, you're the Axe Reaver one. So we go here. Steel Axe. And how you can fix basically everyone. The Hana experience. Real gamers invest in Lopezcoin. Laertes does not pay you back for your investment. Alright, green unit's dead. We've got the Pegs now. Nyx is S tier because she's a good Leo backpack. I don't even think she's actually a good Leo backpack. Oh, fuck. Forgot about y'all. I'm assuming Begonia doesn't one-shot. No. Fango does. That hit rate's too bad. That hit rate's too bad. Is Glaucus aggressive? Does anyone know, does Glaucus attack? I've never actually, given him the opportunity. Glaucus does not attack. Okay, that's good. He talks on enemy phase. That's even better. Okay, so we don't have to waste Kira's action. Daros archetype. Is Laertes good in 0% growths, or is he way too expensive? I mean, even ignoring the money, his stats are just not there. Like, the Laertes, because I've seen the Laertes defense, right? And we'll talk more in depth about it when, when we get there, right? When we get to his unit review. But I've seen the Laertes defense. The defenders seem to forget that, there's more to the game than the final fucking chapter. Each of his purchase times, right? The first one comes very quickly, but the other ones all come relatively late. These low percent crits are causing me fucking The final one, the one that everyone gasses up, where he gets extra move as well. Literally the final map. His weapon ranks are also really bad. Yeah, doesn't he start with like a silver he can't use in his inventory? TMGC Sam archetype. He's a parody of a Jagan. The thing is, he's not supposed to be good, right? Like, he's a joke unit. It's not a criticism of the hack to point out not every unit is S tier. He's a joke unit, and he's a joke unit that, unfortunately, I think the preferred style of joke unit, right, is ones that they have something to bring to the table. But unfortunately, what that ends up causing is people who mistakenly believe not being quite literally worthless means you are, you know, phenomenal now. I love how every character in this hack has a gimmick. I mean, not everyone has a gimmick. I would say most of them don't, actually, right? I guess it depends on your definition of the gimmick, right? Like, is Nikolaus's gimmick just that he's generic? Generic Man? Shoutouts to Generic Man! I think very few characters have a gimmick. You know, Lopez has the coins, Glaucus has Gamble. The three, like, interlude characters are gimmick characters. But most, like, you know, what's Fango's gimmick? Is it just his stats? Like, he has high strength? What's Agari's gimmick? That she's a... That she's a cav? Glaucus has the other gimmick, too? Yeah, Glaucus, I guess, does have two gimmicks. On that topic, we should talk about, the Glaucus. So, Glaucus, is the second cav that you get, and he bravely asks the question, what if Agari was worse? So... You'll notice his base stats are just like, let's compare them to her. 8 magic, or 8 strength versus, she's what? She's got 7 strength, 9 strength. Damn. 9-9, whereas he has 8-8. So already in like the relevant offensive stats, he is worse. His ranks are also C rank in swords, E rank in axes, which I think you would say is worse as well as compared to D&D, right? Like, I guess it does mean he can use some of the special swords, but what special swords are you giving him? Let's be so for real. He does have Gamble! Cuts his hit in half and doubles the crit. This is terrible. Normally your crit is going to be significantly lower than your hit. Cutting a 100 to a 50 in exchange for turning a 2% crit to a 4% crit, get the fuck out of here. Even with killer weapons where you have decent crit, like, it's just not worth it. Rapier. Do we even have a rapier this early? I don't think we do. That's Flame Brand Lank. He does have magic. 7 magic, as opposed to 5 magic. Sure, we can fucking Flame Brand with Mr. 7 magic, or we could leave them on a good unit. Like, he has the same fucking base as Kairos. Mr. I'm actually good. And also, doesn't Kairos have better speed than him? Yeah, 10 speed. Like, God, this guy's so fucking disappointing. Magic Cav funny. He's not even really a Magic Cav. I mean, his growths are abysmal. 70% HP, 35% strength, 35% magic, 55% skill, 40% speed, 25% luck, 15% defense, 30% res. Even before factoring in his other gimmick, like, which I don't think you necessarily should give him opportunity cost for it. I think he's the worst Cav. Well, no, Laertes is worse, but Laertes is fake. Laertes can't hurt you, he's not real. Glaucus is really bad. We will be deploying him because, hey, mounted rescue drop, there's a floor, and like, especially for us, where our combat infantry are not great, it's nice. 35% is higher than any non-Alonzo / Raleigh Dragoons. So what you're saying is he has more magic than other physical units. Damn, he's a Fiona archetype. Fiona also has more magic than other physical units. It helps her about as fucking much as it helps Glaucus. He's not a magical unit! Like, I guess you could say he's kind of hybrid, but it's bad. It's bad. Like, his growths are just so disappointing. Gamble obviously doesn't make up for it. It's a bad skill. The thing that I think puts the nail in the coffin of you don't want to use Glaucus long term is he has a gimmick where he offers to leave your army at about the halfway point of the game, a little before the halfway point of the game. He offers to leave your army, and if you let him, he leaves. He gives you back anything that you gave him, including, I believe, a Master Seal, but I might be wrong about that. He gives you back his inventory, though, right? And he will come back later, about 2/3 of the way through the game, as a Wyvern. And he is actually, like, good as a Wyvern, not only because Flyer is good, but also, like, he's leveled, or he hasn't auto-leveled, he has, like, specific stats he's set to, and his magic base, like, and then he sort of becomes actually a magic sword user, because his magic base gets set good. Does he miss any supports if he leaves? I don't believe he misses supports, but there is an event he misses. So there is a character you have to pay gold to recruit into your army, and Glaucus gets a discount. It's like a 1,000 gold discount on that character. It might be a little bit more than that. I don't remember the amount, but Glaucus gets a discount on recruiting that character. So if you send, and Glaucus misses that recruitment if he comes back as a Wyvern. So you sort of choose between a little bit of extra gold or, if you're recruiting that character. He misses a support. Oh, okay, he does. My bad. Sorry for spreading misinformation on the internet. Either way, I don't think it's a huge deal. I think you would much prefer Wyvern Glaucus. Because the other thing is that Wyvern Glaucus just has really good bases. And so you don't have to train Glaucus in the early game for Wyvern Glaucus to be good. I also just don't think the Cavs are terribly impressive overall. So I'm not eager to have the most lame looking of them on my team for longer than I need to. It's not that much gold because he has returning equipment. Oh, true. I guess you could think of it that way in terms of the value. But it is sort of what you weigh against it. I also think in most playthroughs, recruiting that unit is a bit of a trap. We're gonna get him, obviously. We need everyone we can get. But I think most people don't actually want the unit that you purchase. He's not worth the money, in my opinion. We'll talk about it when we get there, but I don't think he's worth the money. I think he's pretty bad, actually. But, yeah, Glaucus, his main claim to fame is he's Cav number 2, and in order to rescue drop with Cavs, you kind of want 2 of them. So welcome to the team, you bozo. Does anyone have any, like, Glaucus tech they want to share? If you say gamble, I'll give you a 60-second ban. If you tell me your degenerate setup where it's like 7 supports and you give him a killer axe and fucking whatever, I won't actually ban you. I might give you a 60-second one as a joke, though. AS of 7. He drinks alcohol with the nomad who doesn't speak the game's language. My tech is to rescue drop with Agari for 3 maps. That's some good tech. That's some good Glaucus tech. I'm not gonna lie. That's some real good Glaucus tech. There is, you know, there's a floor to where you can be when you're the second cav in a rescue drop game, but the floor is not that high. Give him 1,000 gold and send it to Vegas! Ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum. Oh, fuck, I forgot that we have the legal turn saves. Hold on. Turn 7, so I missed one. Who has the Armor Slayer? Lopez has Armor Slayer. Da, 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 da. Oh my god. Fails to fucking one-tap with the Armor Slayer. What a fucking clown. Agari would have one-shot him. Yeah. I should have used Agari. I should have used Agari. She could reach too. Cassius archetype. At least Cassius has good strength. There we go. Cassius is 3 strength away from one-shotting armors with the hammer is actually a clever reference to the game that the game fucking hates me. It is really unfortunate that we used the Armor Slayer with Glaucus instead of Agari there. Like, wasting an Armor Slayer use, it feels bad. When's our next armor effective weapon? I'm sure it's not as bad as it feels, but it feels pretty damn bad. What game is Trashiest from? TMGC. The Morrow's Golden Country. It is a fan favorite game on this channel. I've done a 0% of that game too. Alright, so we've got someone who can take both this guy and this guy. So 13, 12 AS. It's 16, knocks you down. 17, 10. Soder lives them both. Because he gets doubled for 8, which is 16. We will very quickly just use our save state, just in case my math is wrong. So this is our turn 4 save state.
Buffoonish fops, thus lose me my glorious victory.
Here he comes. So yeah, 8, 16, lives on 3. Early game Soder, don't sleep on him. Mopsu on his way to mop everyone. Mops. Oh my goodness. We can't set it up. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. Ignore the fact that in the post game he has a personal weapon, a mop. Wait, that's so fucking funny. I didn't know that. That's so funny. That is quite humorous. I have not played the post game, so I will not be doing post game unit reviews in case anyone is eagerly awaiting those. That's so sad. Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Sorry. Alright, so there is a recruitable unit in this house. We are not going to be recruiting her, but I am save stating here just so that I can show y'all what she looks like. Because she's actually pretty good. She's actually pretty good. This is Eupraxia. She's a mage, and these are decent mage stats, you know, for a level 7. Not the greatest, but certainly far from the worst, and her growths are good too. 55% HP, 2% strength, because it's funny. 45% magic, 50% skill, 50% speed, 45% luck, 10% defense, 55 res. That is basically what you expect out of a mage. She's a holy mage, which is the anima variant. Comes with a hurricane tome, which is pretty good. Used to be like the best weapon in the game till it got nerfed. But anima's good. She's basically Kairos, in being like the anima user that doubles 10 speed. I know, it's awesome. 10 speed on a 50% growth too. Like, for level 7, it's not the greatest to be at 10 speed, but her growth is good enough that she'll like accelerate, right? And anima mage is good. Anima's very accurate. She has 2 promotion options. Spell Sword, which gets her Opportunist, which gives her a damage boost when attacking people that can't counter. And Witch, which is a mounted class, and I believe it also gives Bowbreaker? Speedy Grandma. Yeah, she's fast. Speedy Gonzalez. Frail, hits on res, doubles, and that's a very rare combination, hitting on res and doubling. Like, it's basically just her and Kairos, until you get to the promoted units. So you might be wondering why I'm not taking her. And that's because she's actually part of a sort of Aaron versus Samson situation with herself. I think it's better. I think that the second version is usually better. Because she comes back as a general with decent bulk and good magic and good speed. So like a pre-promote, and she joins on one of the harder maps in the game. But this, out of all of the choices, out of all of the like choose one of these 2 options, this is the closest one because they're both good and they fill different niches. As a holy mage, Eupraxia is a very fast like growth unit training project. And as a pre-promote, Eupraxia is a good general. And it's nice to have good pre-promotes. What if I like mages way more than generals? Then you should take her as a mage. But as a reminder, in this game, generals have Canto Plus and Reposition, which is really nice as well. And just not having to like split early game experience between one more unit if you want her on your end game team is nice. She doesn't get axes or lances, literally F tier. I believe she gets what? Anima, swords, and dark? Not bows, it's just the 3 of them. It's like a unique general variant, which Tiresias also has a unique general variant, which is kind of cool, but you don't really care about using lances and axes on her anyway. Her strength is like, okay. You could also use magic swords on her. But I think for the most part, she's just doing tomes and choking points. And that's pretty cool. She's not the bulkiest general. Like, being a general doesn't mean that suddenly her defense goes wild. But it's better than it would be if you trained her up. And defensive units are very rare in this game, so I'll take what I can get. As a holy mage, though, Eupraxia is still quite good. Like, she's a worthy investment for your team. It's dark anima and swords. That's the same as Sandy. Yeah, and it's a reference to the fact that she's Sandy's mother. In case you didn't know that, spoilers. She is Sandy's mother. So they have the same weapon types. Only she doesn't get stabs. Sandy gets stabs. But yeah, that's sort of the plot reason for it, which is cool. But yeah, all that being said, good unit. Definitely a solid addition to your team. She's probably, like, better than Kairos in the vacuum of, like, you don't have to promote her to get tomes. Like, she doesn't need that early master seal. I think the availability, I would say, like, from a tier list perspective, her availability and the fact that she's, like, competing with a stronger version of herself knocks her below Kairos for me, probably. But they have the same, like, they have the same build, and she doesn't need the early seal, and that's a good quality. And she can go witch if you want to, which mounted staff users are rare. There's only 3 possible witches. It's her, another Aaron versus Samson unit, and the world's most sauceless pre-promote. Although, she's been reworked in this version. It probably makes her worse, but she at least stands out more. So that's pretty cool. Shoutouts to the 5 Coronas fans in the world. We will load state to directly before I visited, though, because we will not be recruiting her. What makes the pre-promoted witch sauceless? In the 1.0/1.x, in the 1.x version, she just didn't have anything going for her. Like, she just existed. Bad magic. Her magic is worse, though. She got a minus magic nerf, I believe. But, like, now she has sauce because she's minus magic. But she has 3 range.
What? It can't be. The Grand Inquisitor said she was counting on me.
So since we've got the brigands, one of them has secured every boss kill. Cause Fango got chapters 3 and 4, and now Lopez got 5. I just want to point that out. I would say favoritism, but they're just good. Like, they're just good. So it's not favoritism, they're just good, you know? Good fucking units. She lost 4 fucking magic, but I got a huge growth to reward investment. My favorite, pre-promoted growth units. Shoutouts to all the Plato enjoyers. They're also good fucking characters. Yeah, I mean, they tie into the themes of the narrative very well. They're just good. That's what I say when one of my favorite characters happens to be a strong unit. It just works. Since we killed him, I can't recall if we did this on the original stream, but Mopsis' boss combo with Soder has Mopsis call him a traitor to the Inquisition. Does he know? I think canonically no one knows. Like, it's just Lorenzo, and, Sandy that know. I'm pretty sure. Although that reminds me, I forgot to add the pinned spoiler message, so I'll do that on enemy phase. Hang on. Oh, there is no enemy phase. Ba-da-ba-ba. We gotta get that a Pate EXP! Alright, time to add the pinned message. Chat and I will be talking spoilers. You have been warned. So yeah, anyone, if you're still here and you haven't played the game, you should consider leaving to go play the game. It's a good game, and we will be talking about spoilers, such as the fact that Raleigh gets a secret promotion into God. As is the case with all non-binary people, by the way. Chat, I've been thinking about this, and I genuinely am considering giving the first Master Seal to Lopez. Like, I think he's actually a good contender. It gets us another bow unit. Bows are always good, and it, like, actually seriously buffs his combat. The other, you know, big candidates are the two armors that join around that time. Those being, Orlais and Alonso. Raleigh promotes to Forbidden One when you collect their arms and legs. Exodia. Funny how you proxy as Sandy didn't start this. Yeah, I forgot. I mean, that's not really like a plot spoiler. That is a character spoiler. Like, I would consider that a spoiler, but the thing that made me think about it was, like, I consider Soder being a traitor the biggest spoiler in the game. Who we ditching for Glaucus, chat? It might be Raleigh. 9 defense is very tempting, though. It's like probably Hecate. That's probably the correct choice, right? Yeah, they have 2 less magic. And it's not even like Hecate is... Yeah, Hecate is just worse. Wait, yeah, what the fuck am I talking about? Like, Hecate is actually slower than Raleigh. Oh, Glaucus can use the Lance Reaver. Goodbye, coin flip unit. Does Raleigh get super secret promotion on him if they visit their dad's house? You get unique dialogue, which is cool. Does Kairos have C-rank swords? No, because he's been using the Firebrand. Oh, I thought we were gonna get it for this chapter. It's next chapter. Okay. I got jebaited. I believe this boosts their... Oh, it boosts their luck. Okay. That's pretty alright. See? Even in zero growths, we can gain stats, smiley face. Hagate gets Tomebreaker. Bold of you to assume I'm promoting the scrub. that's it? 2 luck on 3 of my best units is pretty nice. I just got back from the Red Mage propaganda video. Are you saying you don't think Red Mage is good in Final Fantasy 1? He's the Jagan! Jagans are good! Does Hestia have special dialogue if you miss the Maelstrom? You actually just game over, because if you miss any useful tools, you fucking die in real life. Oh, it's time for Fiend's job. Alright, how many coins did we get on just that last chapter? 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Jesus Christ, I got Lopez 10 kills in a single chapter. We are flooding the goddamn market. $900. Vulneraries are so fucking expensive. Lopez is almost at C rank. I just want to point that out. Don't worry, Jet. We have 3 and 5 to mock Red Mage. Yeah, I'm on 3 right now, and Red Mage is much more what I expected. He's okay. In the NES version, I find Red Mage falls off by endgame. I mean, in all versions, he falls off by endgame, but even then, like, I'll say this, even after Red Mage falls off, he still just clicks Temper. Like, just being able to click Temper means he does the Black Mage's job. In the NES version, the Black Mage and the Red Mage have equal damage output, because Intellect, or not Intellect, Wisdom, is bugged to not do anything. But in later versions, the Black Mage out-damages Red Mage, but, like, not to an extent that matters. Someone in the comments also pointed out, because they were arguing Black Mage below Thief, and I don't agree Black Mage below Thief, but I forgot about this tidbit, that Black Mage is replaceable by the use stabs that cast the Aga versions, just to kill mobs, which is good. Not the merchant guys, they're buying gold for cheap and selling it for higher profits. Yeah, the merchant is probably making a killing, but so are we. You know, it's a mutually beneficial relationship. God, this map is actually, like, way harder than it has any fucking right to be. Where's our guy? There's our fucker. He got buffed. I like him. I like this guy. Thief's biggest contribution is go first to temper haste. I mean, again, then you're just, like, Red Mage is able to temper before promotion, though. And if we're talking the NES version, the Thief doesn't go first. In the NES version, turn order is literally random. On GBA, Pixel Remaster, PS1, all that stuff, Thief goes first, sure, but I don't think that's, like, a huge deal. Like, I don't think that ups them. It's not worth dealing with their shit early game for that. I could buy the argument that Black Mage is worse than them. I don't agree with it, but I can see why someone would get to that conclusion, especially outside of NES. Like, in NES, Thief is just the worst, right? Red Mage is capped at level 5 of 9 magic in 3. I wouldn't know. I stopped using them before we even had the level 3 spells available. They were so bad. They're not the worst class in the game, though. Shoutouts to fucking Evoker. we want to do this. So Kyra's here. Oh, right, we have the red gem to sell. Damn, I have so much fucking money. Let's just try it like this. 11. Okay. So I'm gonna have Soder frontline. The problem, so the opening of this map is really rough because of these like archers sort of in an awkward position. You have a longbow. Might want to swap y'all, actually. Yeah, let's... Sorry, the opening of this is rough. Which means, one, I'm gonna be, like, hyper-focused and probably not paying that much attention to chat. But also... we're probably gonna do a lot of resets, if I had to imagine. FF5 Red Mage sucks on purpose. I haven't gotten to the later games in the series, so I would appreciate, if we're talking about Final Fantasy, keeping the discussion to 1 and 2. Those are the only games I've completed. I'm almost done with 3, but I'm trying to go in, like, relatively blind, just because, you know, I want my thoughts to be my own in the videos that I'm making. 14 to you. Big problem is... Let me double. Okay, you two can combine for a kill. So what we do is Firebrand you. Yif Protocol. What's the Yif Protocol? So then Raleigh does this. Surprise, surprise, Raleigh has hit promotion level. Also, surprise, surprise, Raleigh is not promoting. None of you double them, though. Honestly, I think we put a bait here to sort of bait an attack. You go here. You go here. and you go here. Okay. And then this guy's about to tell us that the sort of gimmick of the map is that everyone will rush once we get in the boss's range. What if Final Fantasy was called Freaky Fantasy and the classes had their tongues out? I'm sure there's a Gunnar game. I'm sure there's a Gunnar game like that. There's all sorts of Gunnar games. And, like, Gunnar games are not always, like, literally just pornographic games. Like, I would say, what's it called? The one where you go inside of swords. Is that Disgaea? I think that's a Gunnar game. Because everything's big anime titties. Like, big titty demons. All the way down. 6. You're too strong. I'm surprised the Armor Knights are still not getting doubled. They have surprisingly decent base speed. I mean, Soder doesn't. Soder's got 5. Soder is getting doubled, but... Raleigh has, like, what, 8 or something? Raleigh's faster than Hikei, which, like, again, 0 growths. But Raleigh also has, like, a decent speed growth. Big titty demons all the way down is a great sentence for someone to walk in on. We're talking about Gunnar games. I think it's called Disgaea. The one where you go inside of weapons, you raise them to, like, level 99. That's definitely a Gunnar game. I had a friend in college who was really fucking into it. I had a PlayStation, and he didn't. But he still bought it for PlayStation so that he could play it. He would just have me bring my PlayStation to his dorm room. That's how into it he was. Because the strategy's really good. It's definitely not the big titty demons. The strategy's really fucking good. Raleigh's only issue is skill. Yeah, they use skill and... Or they have bad skill and they use inaccurate weapons, like Flux accuracy moments, smiley face. So the real, like, I guess obnoxious part about this map is there's a lot of reinforcements. I left for like 5 minutes, so I'm even more lost now. Can't wait till they get Anima in this run. God, can you imagine promoting Raleigh to fucking Black Dragoon? I would cry. I did on my first run, Horse Brain. Black Dragoon is like Bow Knight. Black Dragoon is bows, lances, and dark magic. I would say the Bow Knight class is, oh, what's it called? Mamluk, I think? It is a sword bow horse class that actually gets 8 move, which is a relative rarity for classes in this. It's a promotion from Archer. Exclusively. Well, and there's some pre-promotes in it. So the real tough thing about this map is there's just wave upon wave upon wave of reinforcement. In fact, I think I'm gonna pull up Builder so that I can see the reinforcement data. Like, it feels like there's so many reinforcements. Oh no, Soder's been poisoned. Somebody poisoned his mutton. I remember watching your first series and seeing Raleigh in the class, but not much of the pre-promotes. Me? I sent Raleigh General. You might be thinking of Wolfric? Wolfric VGC? Soda is confirmed to be toxic. We heal up Soda Pop. Wasn't Wolfric Great Knight? Right, Wolfric was Great Knight. Oh, did I send Oh, I think I did. Yeah, no, you're right, I did. And they were so disappointing. I was like, yeah, I've got Alonzo General, like, I'll do someone else. I should not have done someone else, Black Dragoon. No, you're right, you're right. That's how bad the class was. I memory hold the fact that I even did that promotion. You're right. Raleigh, why? Why did I screw you? Oh. Lopez. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay, what do you have? You have a Zanbato. Zanbato. God, the archers hiding in the forest are so obnoxious. Black Dragoon is bad because there's a better option. I think it's especially bad for Raleigh because they really want Anima to fix their skill. I would say Black Dragoon's actually good for Orlais because she doesn't need the skill support and, like, big strength bows go burr. Hybrid class without good users outside of the one character. Orlais doesn't even really use it for hybrid purposes either. Orlais just uses it to be epic. Am I pronouncing Orlais wrong, by the way, chat? I'm not good at reading the phonetic stuff, so even if you spell it out for me, I might not be able to fix it, but I can at least try. It's like Orla, so I am pronouncing it wrong. I think someone corrected me last stream. I'm gonna try to remember, like, please correct me if I go back to Orlais. See, I've called her Orlais for so long that, like, even now that I know, that's why I asked, is I was like, I vaguely remember someone informing me that it was incorrect, but I couldn't remember the specifics more than that. I've checked myself. It seems to be Orla. Is Orla, like, am I saying it right now, or am I, because like I said, I'm not great at reading the phonetics, so even spelling it out phonetically for me is not a guarantee that I will, get it right, but it makes it easier, you know? We have a new unit. I'm gonna rescue drop a Pate out before we review him, just so I don't forget. Because I don't want her tanking multiple hits in a turn. But behold! Pluto! This guy has gotten so many buffs. Even before the 2.0, he got buffed. Cause he was like, I'll be honest, even before his buffs, I think he was underrated. But especially now that he's been buffed, I think he's underrated. He is the low strength, high magic sniper, or archer. Which you might not be able to tell from his bases, but 22 HP, 7 strength, 6 magic, looks like he'd be, you know, sort of hybrid. His growth rates reflect it. 80% HP, 30% strength, 55% magic, 60% skill, 50% speed, 30% luck, 20% defense, 20% res. So he wants magic bows, which are very rare. You get them from these special shrines. I don't know if you can actually buy them at any point, but the earliest you get them is from special shrines that let you pick a special, like, magic weapon, right? He wants the magic bows. I would argue, even with his sort of noodle arm strength, he's quite good, because physically he's still good, because Sniper is just a good-ass class. I mean, Sniper gives 4 strength on promotion, but also bow range plus, which is pretty awesome. His speed is also phenomenal. 13 base on a 50% growth at level 4, by the way. We were just gassing up Eupraxia, who has a lower base, equal growth, and a higher level. Only 3 levels higher, but it makes a difference, right? Pluto's doubling everything under the sun. I love Pluto. I think he's one of the better units in the game. He tricks you into thinking he's a training project. And before the strength buff, because he got some strength buffs in various updates, he was more training focused. But even then, at base, just doubling with bows. Remember, bows are just a good weapon type. Doubling with bows, like, he kills stuff. He just kills stuff dead. And that is, you know, that's good. That's good for him. His promotion options, he can go Sniper or Mamluk. I think Sniper's almost always just the better choice. There's the funny thing with Mamluk, it gives him D-rank swords, so he, after training his sword rank, can use magic swords for 1-2 range, because magic bows are 2 range locked. So that's kind of cool. He can, like, pretend like he's a mage, but with 5 defense base and 20% growth, plus his, like, 22 base HP, you know, 22 HP base is bad. 80% growth is good, but 22 base is bad, and the base is more impactful. I don't think he really cares that much about 1-2 range. 8 move magic brand. Yeah, it does give him 8 move. Like, that is the advantage. I think Sniper is still better. Bow range plus is just really fucking good. Plus the stat gains from Sniper. 4 strength, 4 speed, 5 skill. Yes, please? Yes, please, sir? And it effectively gives him +2 attack range, because even though he only gets 1 move, like the range +1, so he really only has like 1 less attack range than as a Mamluk. The Failbud doesn't have 1-2 range. Oh, does it? I might be misremembering. Does the Failbud have 1-2 range, chat? No, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think I'm misremembering. 4-1 Pluto is faster than the Sniper you get in 5 maps. It's absurd. He's so fast. All the magic weapons are 1-2 range. Damn, okay, Mamluk Wash. It's 1-2 range now. I think it was always. I think I'm just misremembering. I think it was always 1-2 range, and I'm just misremembering. It's been a while since I played. So, like, thank you, chat, for the corrections. They will continue to be needed. But even then, like, I still just don't think the 1-2 range is super relevant. Pluto's not enemy phasing, like, he's frail as shit. He can't even enemy phase mages, really, because, like, 20% res on a 0 base, right? But just Sniper is really fucking good! Sniper's good. He does also recruit a unit much later on, so if you don't train him up, actually, it's funny, right? If you don't train up Pluto, on the later game map where he is supposed to recruit his brother, he can still double, I think, every enemy on the map if you give him the bow that boosts your speed. There's a bow that gives you a speed boost when you equip it, and unpromoted at base, he doubles every enemy on the map with that. Or he did in an old version. I believe enemies have been buffed in 2.0. So yeah. I got Pluto like 5 levels on this map when I played it the first time. His low level is usually an upside. For us, it's a bit of a downside because I would like to seal him ASAP. But I think by the time we have seals to work with, you know, he'll be 10. He has the bases and growths of normal mode Rutger outside of magic. And that's funny because his personality is that he's like cosplaying as an edgelord because he's autistic. And then Plato is like very Rutger coded. They're my autistic little skrunklies. Let's move y'all. Give you the better iron bow. Lance Reaver compact axe. 15! You're at negative advantage, though. Alright, let's try fluxing you. The 50-50. Begonia sweep! Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, Builder crashed. I need to pull that up for reinforcement data. Hold on. Builder crashed. I gotta open it again. Are we talking about autism? Don't forget da pug. More like pugtism. Alright, turn 4, turn 6, turn 8. Is it really just turn 4, turn 6, turn 8? Damn. It feels like so much more. Oh, fuck! God damn it, Raleigh. I look away for 2 seconds and they fucking died! Rip Raleigh. The thing is, they're probably getting benched next chapter, but I can't let them die because they're tied to a speedwing. Their ass should not be outside without adult supervision. Kyra, give a Pate the 37-use iron bow so that she can give that to Pluto. Raleigh is worth resetting because of the speed rings. Yeah. Like, exclusively because of the speed wings. Do enemies have random stats here? I thought they killed together. Or was it? No, it wasn't Raleigh. There's no random enemy stats, are there? I don't think there are. I feel like I would have noticed that, since I'm such a hater. Did I remember to save after the base? What's Lopez's base luck? Base luck of 2. Yeah, I did save after the base. Okay. That's definitely before the boost. No, Lopez has a base luck of 4. Or of 2, sorry. This is post boost. Lopez is just an unlucky fellow. 4 feels like base and not base plus 2. I mean, it can feel like whatever you want it to feel like. That doesn't change what it is. Bro just has bad luck. You have to be pretty down on your luck to turn to thievery. Yeah, that's probably why why all 3 of them get luck when they get the support, like, now that they're not. It was with the steel bow. It was with the steel bow. God fucking damn it. The hit rates! Alright, take 3. Ignore the fact that it's been more than 3 resets. We're calling this take 3. And Raleigh does this. There we go. I think Glaucus goes here. Nicolaus goes here. You just kind of hang out. Noel, meanwhile. Since you're not going Miranda route, I picked up Thracia again after months. Fine, I'll do it myself. Y'all tried so hard. I got in right under the buzzer. Like, that was the most fucking tense. I guess that makes y'all Galzus archetypes, right? You show up on turn 13, try to force me to, play the bad route. They're both bad routes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, we do this. We're missing a coin now, because we got a Lopezcoin with this. But, like, I think that's fine, to be quite honest. This way also the 3 brigands can all hang out together, which will help. God fucking damn it, Raleigh, and your stupid ass skill issue. Okay, Begonia can kill the longbow guy. Holy shit, she's so good. I find it funny Thracia has one route that has all the good units. The thing is, right? Like, in moments like that, I think it's always worth remembering that, like, Kaga is very much a story over gameplay focused designer. And Thracia is, of the Fire Emblem games, Kaga at his most Kaga. So, like, the idea was not necessarily, like, we need to balance the scales, right? Make both options equally appealing from a gameplay perspective. It was always just kind of, what would you do in this scenario? You know, as Leaf, would you go in the front door or the back door? The result is funny to think about. Yeah, it definitely is. But then, like, you know, where each of those people would be, right? Like, Shanam sucks, and as a character, it makes sense that he'd run off to Warp Forest. He's just trying to avoid, like, he doesn't want to get swept up in shit. If nobody's going to the Warp Forest, because, you know, who wants to go to Warp Forest, right? Bitches hate Warp Forest. You know, he's just trying to avoid the conflict. Sias versus Sed, what is balance? The Sias fans are gonna hate that one. The Sias fans are gonna hate that one. You're right, though. Like, you're right, though. But just so you know, this stream is now gonna be flooded with essays about why actually +6 hit is better than kill every enemy and also Blizzard. My favorite is the people who say Sias is better because a Warper is more important than a combat unit, entirely forgetting that Sias is both. Sias is better because he's a palindrome. Sias is S tier, he doesn't do any combat. Combat doesn't matter in Thracia! Combat doesn't matter in Thracia moment! You love to see it! The 6 hit and avoid copium. The thing is, like, I consider myself to be quite reliability pilled, right? But there comes a point where the boost is not worth the cost. Sias is the better pick on LTCs and speedruns because he doesn't waste time or turns. Yes, no, that's true. Like, that is just true. That is an accurate statement. That if you are playing for turns or time, Sias gives you more of what you care about, right? And it's not even necessarily that, like, Sias is providing that for you, it's just the recruitment time. Oh, I forgot to give her the bow. Said I can warp a combat unit, and that includes myself. Yeah. I'm choosing between someone with staff utility and someone with staff utility and good combat. I'm going with the person who provides both. What's Sed's skill stat? Sed has, I think, less skill than Sias, but it doesn't matter because he uses a more accurate weapon type. I think that's how it goes. I know he has one less point of magic. Oh, no. Sed has more skill than Sias. It's the magic, but the magic doesn't matter because he doubles things. That's what it is. Okay, you have a hammer. Okay. More like 37 because of Forsetti. Sias is a Ross archetype. He's an LTCer's dream. He's not even an LTCer's dream. I guess he is a Ross archetype in that people who don't LTC exaggerate how important Sias is to an LTC. Sias is basically doing the job of Sleuth. Oh, this is the first save state turn. Which is good, because this is looking kind of tricky. Alright, you have a Lance Reaver. So we have Begonia attack you. 14 down to 11. Alright, Fango go here. And we crit! Okay. We get our coin. Ba-dum-ba-da-da, ba-da-da. I have a Lance Reaver. I think we Iron Sword you with Kairos. You back up to here. We'll trade you the bow that I forgot to give back to a pay. Okay. Glaucus rescue. You go here with the Iron Axe. take drop. Heal up Raleigh. For more Raleigh moments. They don't get doubled. No, they don't get doubled. It's 20 versus 9, that's 11. Yeah, I guess they can go here with Flux. Now we know when the next effective weapon was. Yeah, the Zanbato. The Zanbato good. Dodge tank with Lopez. Lopez ready for that seal.
Oh boy, boss.
And now there's this squad. This set of reinforcements. Oh boy. Alright, so Soda Pop. Just pop this guy. This reminds me of the Lin mode map where you get Urk. Oh, it kind of is. There's a lot of forest to deal with. Pluto? Look at this. Like, already look at how much fucking work the goat is doing. I was referring to the hammer. Oh, I thought you meant Lopez effective weapon. My bad. I thought you meant the Lopez effective weapon. Because, like, the strength of the Armor Slayer is Lopez can use it. More Raleigh gaming. Hey, they hit the fucking skill issue. Those goddamn 84s coin percent. Rutger bases with bows is a hell of a drug. Yeah, no hard mode bonus, sadly. But you still love to see it. $11. The hit rate. These hit rates. We might have to just surround that guy. Hard mode bonus supposed to be high Fia. Nicolaus Gaming. Mods Donald that Archer. Well, the problem is it's not an archer. But he is just really fucking really fucking awkwardly and obnoxiously. Oh, sorry. She is just awkwardly and obnoxiously in the forest. AS, so you don't double. 15 attack. It's 9. I think we just do this. I think we just surround you. And then a pay can afford to take a single hit from that fighter. Just get lucky 5-head. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? Soldier fans cheering whenever Nikolaus does something. It's funny because, like, I think Nikolaus is probably more hated and loved than, what's his name? Phobos? But they're just, it's that Pam meme, right? Show me the picture, they're the same picture. It's just that. You know, find the difference between these pictures, they're the same picture. It's that. Phobos is, like, definitely better, just because, like, starting on swords is a stronger place to be, and you could do, like, bounty hunter memes or something. But, like, we're not so different, you and I. Nikolaus has slightly better strength, Phobos has a bit more speed. Yeah, but they're both, like, living and dying by the coin flip and hoping they get an early seal into Bounty Hunter. You know? Like, their minor stat differences, I think, are a lot less impactful than the coin flip. Lopezcoin flip. Just join the stream. I can't wait for Lopezcoin. We are, this is my rug pull scheme. I need all of the chatters to invest in Lopezcoin so that I can make dubious amounts of money. I've decided that's gonna be my cancellation arc. Cancelled for fucking Lopezcoin rug pull. It's our new crypto. Very much the coin percent. Path of Radiance Naysala offering you a coin in Radiant Dawn. I am investing $776 into Lopezcoin. I thought a funny joke would be to make a $776 tier on my Patreon. Name it like the Kaga tier or the Goto tier or something. I've had that like kicking around in my head for a while, but I haven't done it because I felt like if someone misclicks on that, and accidentally spends $776, that's a bad fucking day, right? And I don't want to be responsible for that. If you're, like, just trying to sign up for, like, the $3 tier and you misclick and spend $776, it's fucking over. Like, you've overdrawn your bank account. They're foreclosing on your house now because you can't pay your mortgage. It's probably for the best. So instead, the joke tier is just, it's $7.76, and it just gets you the same benefits as the $5 one. I think that's a much safer version of the joke. It's a little bit less funny. Like, it's a little bit less funny. I think the 776, like $776 for nuttin' is very funny. I didn't even fucking... I double-clicked by accident. Because this is a save state turn. Which means, unfortunately, we're save stating into that bad combat, but that's okay. When is the 6-7 tier? So the thing is, I think a joke tier that is higher than the highest real tier is inherently funny. But it also just unfortunately carries the risk that someone, like, accidentally spends money they don't have, right? So, like, I don't think the humor is worth potentially... What the fuck happened to your money? Kaga happened. Yeah, I don't think the humor is worth potentially having, like, the potential for a misclick to ruin someone's fucking life. I probably shouldn't feel responsible if that happens, but I'll be honest, I would. You know? Like, I can look at things logically and say, like, well, it's not really my fault if someone misclicks, but, like, at the end of the day, I don't think the humor is worth the risk. $6-7 is less ruinous than 7-7-6. Yeah, but, like, for someone living paycheck to paycheck, an unexpected $20 expense can sometimes be life-ruining. You know? And I would argue someone living paycheck to paycheck shouldn't be subscribing to Patreons, but, it happens. Like, it does happen. I can't really stop someone from making poor financial choices, but, that's why I try to end all my calls to action by saying, like, please don't, like, please only donate if you can afford to. Because, like, I do think, you know, for making art, I do think I deserve to be paid, but I also think, like, I will survive without the money, and someone else might not. And so that's, you know, worth bearing in mind. Is Pluto gonna be any good in a 0% run? Yeah, Pluto's goated. Pluto's fucking goated. Look at these stats. 13 speed, yes please. Bows, yes please. $11 strength, 17 speed upon promotion. Isn't that just, like, better than Fia offensively? Someone said that earlier, and I took their word for it. Which, like... Horse Slayer. Have you thought about who's getting stat boosters? Honestly, a lot of them are probably going to Fazang. Romhack Pent, as I like to call him. But I haven't put too much thought into it besides that. I think, at the very least, boosters aren't happening until we get, like, the squad of mid-game pre-promotes. So I don't really have to consider it until then. I instant benched Pluto because I thought I was using theme. Many such cases that happened to me too. I didn't just bench him, I let him fucking die. I sacrificed him. So the joke I made, right, is that, so I used Pluto as a human sacrifice to get this guy, because getting the angelic robe is pretty hard. I sacrificed Pluto's life so I could get the angelic robe and gave it to Soder. So, Soder killed 2 archers that playthrough. That's so fucking funny. didn't know! I didn't know! Absolute mad lad. Soder doesn't care about the Holy Knights, he just hates archers! Yo, Fango doubling the Horse Slayer guy. I didn't run the numbers. This was Ravina's master plan all along. Yo, Kairos failing to double! The goat is washed. The goat is washed. So 6 knocks down to 8, and then that's a kill, right? Yeah. Vasilki looking from the bench, how you killed all the potential snipers outside of her. Yeah, Vasilki was just making vulneraries for me. Because I didn't realize on my first playthrough just how good Fructusio is. I think Fructusio is the best unit in the game. Which I'm sure there's gonna be some people who are like, yeah, obviously. And there's gonna be some people who are like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's got a skill that makes him lose 5 HP every combat. And to that I say, you underestimate just how strong the provoke skill is. It is a truly fucking ridiculous skill. Oh, we can just check. Yeah, Felbow is 1-2 range. Like, I was just wrong. Seven AS. The guy who damages himself, Provoke, can't possibly be that good. It is. He's the best unit in the game, and it's not even close. Like, it's not even close. That's how good Provoke is. Rubino made him lose HP because he knew the game wouldn't be survived by a full HP Fructusio. HP is a resource. Many Magic the Gathering players are saying HP is a resource. The best unit in the game is a Pate. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't really count though, right? I'll give you that one. A Pate is the best unit in the game, but Fructusio is the only one who, like, someone could reasonably say is better than her, and I'd be like, I disagree, but you're not, like, crazy. Being able to manipulate the enemy AI is strong as always. Yeah, and then you get tools that work well with Fructusio, like, hey, normal rock, now his speed doesn't matter. What's that? Barley? Barlow? Barlow? Fucking Barlow stands next to and rallies Fructusio every turn. That's inspiration. What's that? Fructusio promotes and gets, the best infantry class in the game. Best physical infantry class in the game. How dare you assume that I played Magic the Gathering because I'm a trans woman? Nah, other way around. I assume people are a trans woman because they play Magic the Gathering. Nah, I'm joking. Lunar Brace, now he doesn't even take damage. Yeah, Lunar Brace or Solar Brace if you want to play risky, but like Lunar Brace. The other thing is that the damage himself, he can't die from damaging himself. So like once you get into the point where he's taking 0, it's fine. The only rough part about Fructusio, and probably the reason why he will not be getting use in this run, is he needs like 4 or 5 level ups before he's a reliable tank. And like, once he gets those 4 or 5 level ups, we're off to the fucking races. But oh boy, it's unfortunate that he needs a little bit of training. I might still pick him here, but I don't know. I have to think about it. It's like between him and Skymerius. People are scared to use Frogtusia because of clumsy. It's a shame. It's amazing when you use him strategically. How many chapters from now does Frogtusia join? 2 chapters. We beat this chapter, we beat the next chapter, we have Roadside. Oh, this is a safe turn. Which is good because we're getting near the difficult part of the map. Why do you call him Fractusio? There's no I in his name. Oh, how do you spell it? I'm probably still gonna call him Fractusio or Fractusi Goat, to be honestly. Skymerius seemed really good, but I wanted more vulneraries. Skymerius is actually... I mean, we'll talk about it, but I don't think Skymerius is particularly good. I think Skymerius is, I think Skymerius is the worst of them. Well, I don't know. Vasilki training project moment, right? But if you're picking Vasilki, you're not expecting a unit who performs good at base. Skymerius is just, like, pretty bad. Pretty bad. They both kill things dead once per turn, but Vasilki does it from 3 range. I don't know, anything Skymerius is killing dead, I'm not feeling too threatened by. If you don't plan on using Skymerius or Fructusio, why not go for Vasilki just for the vulneraries? I mean, I will probably use whichever of the early roadsides I recruit for like 2 or 3 chapters, right? They're gonna like rotate out and replace Nikolaus. So that could be the answer I give. But the secret real extra answer? Auto level Vasilki. Smiley face. Early vulneraries is more important than another archer later out. I disagree. I think that Vasilki, again, grabbing Vasilki, if you're not going to use the others, grabbing Vasilki is just, you know, if they're all benched anyway, Vasilki does something from the bench. But Vasilki for vulneraries alone feels kind of like a trap, because it sounds really good. Because, oh, vulneraries are rare and expensive. Yeah, but, like, so what? You got the Thunder Axe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I have never once run out of vulneraries or come close. Like, or come particularly close. And, like, I'm sure I will need vulneraries more in zero growths than I do in growths playthroughs. But I think in the same way that, you know, Fructusio damaging himself HP is a resource.exe. You know, you don't need everyone to be full HP. They just need to live whatever attacks they take, right? When units run out of HP, they die, though. Yeah, but if a unit's at 2 HP, they don't die. Do you ever think about that? And I think a lot of people don't consider the fact that when a unit is at 2 HP, they don't die. Knockdown 14. You have a hand axe. Setting attack. Action 14. We'll do this. All of the units are pretty good at not dying if you think about it. One is a tank, one never gets attacks, and one makes healing items. I mean, Skymerius not getting attacked is... There's a pretty big asterisk attached to it. Shade is not... It is much harder to get value out of Shade than it is Provoke. But... I mean, I'll elaborate more on this discussion when we get to the roadside and do their 3 unit reviews. But I would say, even without accounting for the Fructusio opportunity cost, which, like, if we're counting opportunity costs, skipping the best unit in the game is a travesty. But even without that, Skymerius is mid at best, and then, like, Vasilki is trainee moment, but there's a payoff to the trainee moment. Because, like, getting another sniper is legit payoff, even if she is the worst sniper. Pluto, no! Robbing us of Lopez coins. Does Fructuoso have fructose? High fructose corn syrup. I had to pivot to Facility after Feem died. On my second playthrough, I used every archer in the game, and they were all still useful. Like, it's not a matter of, SOV Dreadfighter, where it's like, you want one, but they get worse the more you have. No, every single one of them was still super fucking useful. Granted, my Pluto was, like, ridiculously strength-blessed in that playthrough. He hit his first 10 level-ups strength 8 times. And then I stopped counting. Stupidly blessed. Scamerius has good bases, but the chapters they miss makes them lose the one thing they have. That's true too. The missed chapters. I forgot about the missed chapters. Which chapters does Scamerius miss? Can someone drop it in chat so that I remember? $12 and $20. Just those ones? I thought there was a third. Fucking devil sword. Is it 11 or 13 if there's a third one? 19 and 21 both have boss combos. Okay. I don't think they ever miss 2 maps in a row, so... It is probably just those 2. For some reason I thought there were 3, but I think that's just Mandela effect. $23. Alright, so here's our 5-turn save. What happens on turn 30? Nothing? Oh, Oh, the fucking Killing Edge. Yeah, I was afraid this would happen. I think I can work around it. Devil Sword. One, two, three, four, five. So here. Ugh. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Agari. A boss who moves, my greatest weakness. The bigger issue is this guy doesn't move when everyone else does. We'll just Steel Sword for the accuracy. And this guy drops the Angelic Robe, which I absolutely want. Are you doing late Eupraxia? I sure as heck am. Especially in this sort of run, just having a late pre-promote is good. Thank you, Glaucus. I heard about late Eupraxia, had no idea what happens though. So she rejoins on the big survive map. She rejoins as a magical general. Basically like an Inquisitor. Yeah, swords instead of lances and axes. I never liked you anyway, get ready to die. My code of honor prevents me from fighting women. Good! Sit still, let me tear you limb from limb! I can't let myself be killed. Not yet. Grr, I almost pity these guys. You're their problem now. If any of you survive my rage, that is. Did you even use your save states this map? No, I did not. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I got the Angelic Robe. We have to maintain tradition. What a motley crew, it's so cute. I'll show you what a real Merc band looks like. This is what a real Merc band looks like! Lopez crit! We're fighting to make money. That's a brigand band, not a merc band. I don't know, fighting to make money, I think that's kind of merc coded. They can be both. Mercenary brigands, you know, like the privateers. Irene, you should have learned the triangle attack. Come on, Eileen! Triangle attack! I can't remember the fucking words to the song. Other than come on, Eileen, because when I was a fucking 14-year-old, my friends and I would be like, come on, Eileen? Like the sex? Like sex, come on, Eileen? Kyra's promoted now. This is Kyra's promotion. Kyra's real promotion. Brave 3-range magical weapon. Yes, please. Hey, Agari gets a defense buff. And they get support. Whoa, it's Feem's personal bow. Feem can't use the Maelstrom, can she? I was curious, do base conversations still give stat bonuses? Yeah. I mean, it depends on the convo. There used to be an exploit where one combo was able to be spammed. It was in the end game. I'm pretty sure that exploit's been taken out. I believe it's the Euphraxia combo. You can spam to cap her stats or something. As of 2.0, Feem can use Kyra's PRFs. Oh. PRF's plural? Yeah, because Kyra gets an endgame PRF. Alright, chat. Who's getting benched? Probably Kairos, sad as it is. 10 speed's nice. It's Kairos or... Oh, no, wait, it's Raleigh, isn't it? Yeah, it's Raleigh. The question is it worth fielding Theme this chapter? Like, genuinely, there's pegs, aren't there? Not many. I don't think it's worth fielding Theme. I considered it. How many pegs? 4? Maybe some reinforcements? Let me pull up the reinforcement data. Bridge to Freedom. No peg reinforcements. There are cav reinforcements. And brigand reinforcements. But no pegs. Yeah, 4 flyers is not worth Fiend. Just do our daily shopping. Are you gonna spare the boss on this chapter? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Which is unfortunate because my team really wants the first Master Seal. But I think in the long term, it is definitely worth it. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is a kill boss, or this is a Seas map, right? So you have to kill Telemus, and he drops the Master Seal to Seas. But it's secretly also an escape map. Every tile on the bottom is escape. So that's how you spare him, is you just escape. There's two bosses. Pedro drops the Hoplon Guard. And there's some shops. So this is where we can get steels, javelins, firebrands, hand axes. I want a couple of hand axes. And hurricane. It's so sad it got nerfed. Our first little hurricane, too. I think Kyra gives the steel bow to Pluto now. Because she's basically going to be killing stuff with Maelstrom. Axe Reaver. Finally, more Soder firepower. I mean, I'm genuinely not sure how long Soder is going to be on the team. Because, like, in some ways, he is kind of just a Jagan. It's 24... Alright, Kyra, shoot this person. It was originally too good. 9 might, basically perfect hit, low con, but the hit rate was lowered and the might was dropped. Yeah, no, Tornado, like, Hurricane, definitely, the nerfs to Hurricane are definitely deserved, but it's still a little bit sad. First time I played this game, Soder was my best unit. I Master Sealed him, gave him the stat boosters. Me too! Many such cases. I think that's the idea. Like he's very strong early on. Pluto missing there so that we can get a Lopezcoin. What a fucking gamer god. Like, what a real one. Pluto's a real one for that. Shoutouts to Pluto. Well, maybe we can't get a Lopezcoin. Doesn't double. I should have. Okay, I can fix this. Pluto's doing his duty for the program. I forgot Lopez, his personal weapon. Assassin promo is hilarious. Lopez goes from turbo coughing baby to genuinely one of your best combat units. It's good enough that I've mentioned this already, but I'm genuinely considering him for one of the first Master Seals. Like, it's that good. It's that good. Because he gets us another bow unit. Most of the other people, like, who want Master Seals can afford to wait for them. The Devil Sword moment. 65 hit, plus there's the backfire chance. It's so goated. I got lucky with Lopez and he leveled strength like 4 times before promo. Yeah, I remember I got pretty lucky too. He got a lot of lucky strength levels. I don't remember the exact number. What are your thoughts on the Pokemon Lego set announcement? I did not know there had been a Pokemon Lego set announcement. Those are my thoughts. I'm simply learning of it now. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have really any strong feelings. Lego's cool. Nostalgia for Pokemon. Wish that modern Pokemon was, like, better. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. I will, it's unlikely I'll be purchasing it. Lego's so expensive. What is the Pokemon level set? Lego set. Like, what Pokemon are it? Is it, like, Mimikyu? If it's got Mimikyu, I'll probably get it for my wife at some point. Got my wife a Jaws Lego set for, like, last month. And that was, really cool. The Jaws. Mimikyu Gaming. Mimikyu's awesome. Mimikyu is a transgender icon. Look at that! Nicholas getting a fucking 1 round. Enemy soldiers are so bad that even our soldier can 1 round them. They did the 5 most boring Pokemon they could have done. I mean, what are the 5 most boring Pokemon in your opinion, right? Because it's obviously depends on the opinion. Is it like Pikachu, Charizard, that sort of thing? Probably, if I had to guess. Like, if you're saying they're boring, it's probably them. The final Evos of the Kanto starters, and then Pikachu and Eevee. I mean, like, but that's, you know, obviously it's a little bit boring. But it makes sense. Like, they're gonna use the most popular ones. Like, I don't know what to say, right? Like, is it unfortunate that they got all the love? Yeah, but like, if you're making like, especially for like a Lego collaboration, right? If you've only got 5 to choose from a like product perspective, you're gonna choose the most popular ones, right? Yeah, they're boring. They should have done Muck, Wingull, and Pachirisu. They should not have. Those would not have sold as well, right? Like, they're doing a collaboration. They want to get the stuff that people, the iconic stuff, right? People know who a Pikachu is. Regular people know who a Pikachu is. Regular people don't know about Muck and Muck Mondays. The thing is, this village is, like, in danger from this brigand, so I gotta be somewhat aggressive. But if I go too aggressive, I just get shredded. Knocks you down to 22, knocks you down to 9, and then Soder can get the kill. Yeah, okay. Oh, or Kyra just gets a crit. Or Kyra just gets a crit. My favorite Pokemon is Dragonite, so I'm not doing terrible. Yeah, I mean, Dragonite's like a fairly, you know, popular one. Can you Steel Bow? We'll just push y'all, like, here. Okay. My second favorite Pokemon is Diggersby, so I stay losing. Oh, the Diggersby moment. One day, Mawile and Sylveon will get Lego sets. I mean, Sylveon is an evolution, so I wouldn't be surprised. Mawile, I think, is more of a stretch, although it got a Mega, so, you know, it's not the least likely. Oh, yeah, one thing about the Maelstrom, Kyra's PRF, is it's heavy as shit, so she gets doubled by everything. Like, it tanks her AS. Keep the Lance Reaver. Albert! The hit rates! Alright, Pluto, kill this mage. My second favorite is for Alligator. That guy's definitely losing. I mean, I don't know. He's a Kanto starter. Or Johto starter. I always get Johto and Kanto mixed up. Don't know why. I just do. It just happens. Like, I think being a starter, even of one of the more popular regions, right? Or one of the less popular, like, starter trios. It's still a good place to be in terms of, you know, your likelihood to have anything associated with you. Johto devs don't know which Pokemon is from which regions, so don't worry. Truth Nuke. 14 attack, 8 AS. With the hammer, you have 3 AS, so you would get doubled. But with an Iron Axe, you do not get doubled. Okay. 14, it's 12? You get shredded. You get shredded. Okay. Yo! Wait! We found a purpose for the goat. Oh, hold on. My cat's having an asthma attack. I gotta grab her inhaler. It's okay, baby. Better now? You don't need it? Okay. I'll keep it up here. Sorry about that. Alright. Where were we? Maelstrom, we can Maelstrom you. Yeah, if we Maelstrom you, then we don't even have to use the hammer, which is good because it means we don't have to, we don't have to do a trade equip. We have more action economy. We do still have to hit an 89. Okay, so there's that. I'm glad the kitty is okay. Yeah, she just got asthma. It's, you know, it's scary for a cat, because they don't know what's going on, but she is A-okay. Fortunately, baiting you is a bit of a problem. 17 attacks, 6 AS, 14 8 AS. So that would be 10 and 10. Does he get doubled with the javelin? 7 AS, 8 AS, 6 AS. And none of you can cross the... Oh, you have a hand at... Oh, that's evil. Alright, I think instead we put Fango here, 5 defense, 8 AS, 8 AS, so they don't double you, 5 defense, so 12 times 2, that's 24. So yeah, Fango goes here with the Iron Axe. Apate heals Kyra. Remember the pegs on the left? That's what Fango's for. In this game, Thracia style escape. Mostly, except for you can escape in any order, so you don't have to worry about, going last with Leaf. But you, in order to escape, you do have to escape with everyone. You could use gamble. Yo, chat, we gambling. It's like the stairs map in Conquest. Yeah, basically like that. I think that's the best comparison, yeah. Alright, so we do also have to be aggro for this village, right? Because now this brigand is here. This is a save turn. We're gonna take advantage of that. Donkey Kong Emblem fan game win. I mean, I would say, you know, be the magic you wish to bring into the world. If you want Donkey Kong Emblem Make Donkey Kong emblem. Death Knight is Donkey Kong. The drums on the enemy phase song make me think of Donkey Kong. That's where we get DK emblem from. I see, I see. Alright, we firebrand you. Steel sword you. Is Kitty asthma worse in the winter? I don't know. I don't know, actually. I imagine if human asthma is, like, I imagine the things that tend to make human asthma worse make cat asthma worse. We had to change our litter. We were using pretty litter, which, if you don't have an asthmatic cat, I would still recommend. Not sponsored, just, you know. I do think it's, very good at stopping scents and stuff, right? But it's very dusty. I don't know if it gave her asthma, you know, I don't want to make any false accusations, but it definitely exacerbated it. God, Soder's still proving useful, tanking on the fort. Forts do not heal, by the way. But they still give defense, right? Which is why I put him on it. Fun thing about Pedro, he is the first optional boss, so he's the first boss that can return in Endgame 1, which is Route. Oh, I didn't know. So wait, the bosses you don't kill return in Endgame 1? I didn't know that. I mean, technically, Telemus is also an optional boss. And he can also return in Endgame 1, smiley face, just in a different form. In a much cooler and more epic form. Who has Zanbato? Oh, it's in the convoy, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Alright, well, Maelstrom you. Basically, all of the optional bosses, aside from Dion and Cybline, return late game. They have buffed stats if they survive their original map. Oh, that's interesting. The Prison Lady is also technically optional. Oh, I guess she is, yeah. Yeah, forgot about Prison Lady, didn't you? Checkmate, atheists. Alright, so now we run into the sucky part where there's a ballista. The ballista's obnoxious to fight, Cause there's cav reinforcement spam. I know a joke about the prison lady. She has a secret in post-game spoilers. I'd rather not know. Sorry. I've convinced myself, perhaps foolishly, that I will eventually play the post-game. The hit rate. More like shit rate. $12, $14. Yeah, you live. Post-game is a Lopezcoin stock trading simulator. Zappy Murkoff filmed himself in the post-game Let's Play if you want to see. Yeah! Anyone who is interested in the post-game, that's where you go for it. How's about that? Bonk. Swagalicious, I'll check it out. So those forts are gonna keep having cav reinforcements, although thankfully the enemy did just reinforcement block for me. $14 attack. 11. Remind me, is weapon triangle 1 or 2 points in this? Because that actually makes a difference. Well, I guess we can see. Attack 13. It's 4. 8. So weapon triangle's 1. That's unfortunate. Here's what we do. Iron Bow, you heal with a pate? A pate is the bait. This does unfortunately mean a pate is not down here on the bridge, which is where I would much prefer her. 6, 4, 8. Nobody doubles Soder. So Soder can go here. Vulnerary up. You have a sword. You have an axe. You have an axe. 19 minus 7, that's 12. That's 11. 15. Okay, Nikolaus can live here. Yeah, he doesn't get weighed down enough. Okay. So you go there. 15 minus the 7 defense. Fango goes here with the Iron Axe. Oh, we're out of vulneraries. Should have bought more during preps. Not the end of the world. Agari, trade. Chat, I need you to remind me to buy vulneraries during the next preps. We have the Lopezcoin for it. I assume the hack was built around healing being scarce, which explains the vulnerary prices and Fort's not healing. Yes. Yes, you are correct in that assumption. Ballista's 15. Does Glacius only have 5 defense? I don't think that's true, right? I think he lives. There's Tiresias, but he's much later. He's also a training project. I think people exaggerate the training project-ness of Tiresias. He's perfectly fine at base. You care about raising his weapon rank. I don't think his stats matter all that much. I mean, like, they do, but it's fine. Either way, he dodged. Like a true gambling lord. Okay, we got 2 turns to get down there. He has 7 defense. Okay, so we were good either way. Next turn is a save turn. Alright, Lopez, delete this person. Devil Sword. 14, so you would take 4. 16, you would take 6. He takes 10, he lives. Oh, the fire... Oh, right, the firebrand. The fucking firebrand guy. Hoplon guard percent of making the enemy immune to crit. Devil Heart Seal. Devil Hoplon guard. Devil Boots, 31 minus luck percent chance to lose 2 move instead of gaining it. Chat, I don't know if you're cooking or not, but I would like you to leave the kitchen. Because I am a little scared. Devil Key, 31 minus luck percent chance to blow up the chest. All I can think of is the Dark Souls 2 anti-mimic test mechanics, where if you hit a chest twice, it destroys it and you don't get the item. Non-weapon devil objects are perfect for a troll hack. They do be trolling. Gallicus chipped down. Don't blow up the chest. Make it an ambush spawn. Like the Manicheets from the FE6 Gaiden. Alright, now that we've got you here, you have 5 move, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what's in this chest. Proceeds to open the chest and is blasted by a fire dragon's breath. I'm done cooking. I made a pepperini tortizina. What's a pepperini tortizina? I mean, presumably it has pepperoni in it. By By the way, these guys right here, if we had gotten Eupraxia, we could recruit Wolfric this map. We didn't. He'll join at the end of the map, so it's not a big deal. But we do get a Steel Blade, which is nice. Devil's save state, 30 minus luck % chance to restart the whole darn video game. Turn 10.
The bandit's curse, turning into a coin. And that's the Midas guarantee.
I thought heart attack mode was troll enough. What's heart attack mode? Is it just like you wear a heart monitor, and if you go... Is it like that heart monitor thing YouTubers do, that like you wear a heart monitor, if your heart goes high enough, you just like game over or whatever? Or some other form of punishment occurs? It's a troll hack. There's a 10% chance at the start of every turn for the Lord to die of a heart attack. That's ridiculous. Nice ballista, loser. Now you're stuck not moving. We don't even need to Donald this archer. The archer has Donald themselves. Don't you hate it when you Donald yourself, chat? That sounds like a sex thing, doesn't it? Like... I promise I'm not using the name of a child for a sex act. I feel like whenever you say X yourself, it sounds like a sex thing. But I was referring to the act of surrounding an archer to wear them down. I promise. Please don't cancel me. Devil Dad, 31 minus luck % chance to turn your child into a Fire Emblem Lord. I don't want to go through a second training arc after my first one. That sounds awful. That's the Donald experience, baby. Yeah, even dismounted from the ballista can't attack. Clown behavior. Okay, Firebrand guy, you have 14 attack, 13 AS. So you will deal 14 damage, but you don't double? I think we're cool with that. Please don't cancel me. The FE10 enemies when they get attacked by Leonardo. Oh, this is a save state turn. Kyra's sitting here thinking that he's gonna continue to be useful. Was that a crit? Well, good thing we just save stated. Never mind, Kairos is still useful. I mean, it's not gonna stop the fact that he's about to hit the bench, but... Does anyone know how to unstale a stale bagel? In my experience, the best way to do that is simply to slice it in like a bagel slicer or with a knife and toast it. It's still probably gonna be a little bit stale. I mean, it depends on how stale it is, but it'll make it like, you know, you toast it, it's crunchy anyway, right? In my experience, that mostly fixes it. But there is no be-all, end-all perfect solution, unfortunately. The bagel is just stale now. Just eat it. I mean, technically speaking, if you eat the bagel, it is now not stale, it is just... it's gone. Toasting is fine. If you want to get fancy, soak it in melted vanilla ice cream and fry it. Ooh, French toast bagel sounds interesting. Converts you into money. What would the hypothetical boss of a devil hack be? Is the devil? It's the devil. Right, I forgot about you. Fucking killer bow guy. That's what the droppable Hoplon guard is for. It's for the Killer Shamshir in the next map. I mean, it can be both. $11 AS, 23 attack. Devil Angelic Robe. I don't know what it is, but I like the name. I mean, wouldn't that just be like the same as the other Devil stat boosters, where it's got a chance to make your stats go down, and if you can die from it because it's HP. I know we're kind of doing Turtle City here, but you know, that's kind of where we're at, right? Going somewhere, are we, heretics? Exult. Today you fall in the name of Tartaros. You'd have to spam fail quite a bit to get your max HP to 0. Well, Angelic Robe raises both max HP and current HP in most games. It's FE6 is the only one where your current HP doesn't go up. So I imagine you could make the argument to make it both. All right, 17. Argari start out with a little bit of Steel Sword. Devil Wall. It's a % damage of damaging yourself instead of the wall. I'm pretty sure I did something kind of like that in my troll hack. Knocks you down to 20. Did we save at the start of this turn? Because I believe this is a save state turn. And, like, looking at these 2% has me sweating bullets a little bit. % chance of becoming an Ice Rider video. Let's get you your supports. We can't triangle attack, but we can at least buff your accuracy. 83, that's more like it. Sorry, Pedro, you have become coin. You did the Devil Killer 0. Right! Oh, I forgot, yeah. It was epic. Is this Lopez business like organ trafficking? I think that the story implications are... Oh, no. Who reaches? Oh, it's the ballista. I think that's an exact fucking kill, too. He's in... Oh, no, he's in the woods. He lives at 1. Assuming this guy has 15 as well. He lives at 1 because he's in the woods. Unless, does that take into account woods? No, it doesn't. Okay, yeah. He lives at 1. The goat. He dodged anyway. Dodge tank go. No, I mean, he lived despite it. He lived regardless. Like, the woods give a point of defense. The devil recruitment, you gotta do the 3 houses team time or the unit turns red instead. That's just Edelgard. Like, you're just describing Edelgard. Alright, Agari, get us out of here. We're unstoppable! We're not missing any other droppables, are we? Nope, just the Master Seal that I'm not going for. And visited here, went shopping, okay. Village, yeah, that's what I'm going for right now on the left. I guess I should buy, like, 1 hurricane for Alonso. Are you skipping the repair hammer? No, it's in the village. It's right here. God, you send Agari to escape, and suddenly everyone assumes the entire fucking map is over. That could be used on the rescue staff. Yeah, so I've actually been thinking about this. Chat, do we think rescue or barrier? Rescue's only gonna be 5 tiles, because Tiresias has bad bases. Whereas barrier is not affected by your magic, right? Devil warp. Luck percent chance to warp to a random tile. It's funny because actually, so, because I was sort of the demonstration, I did a demo playthrough for 5 Points' upcoming indie SRPG Death and Tactics, which you should wishlist if you haven't already. It looks really fucking good. It's got an emphasis on permadeath. It's epic. But I was given the ability to add an item to the game as, like, thanks for that. And, you know, Lena profile picture, surprise, surprise. I went with a warp staff, but I wanted it to be a cursed warp staff that you don't get to choose the spot. It just sends you to a random spot if you use it. I said that it should not explain that in the description, and it should let you, like, select a spot, but then, like, fuck you, you go to a random one instead. Because I thought that would be very funny in a permadeath game. But I think 5 points is kinder than me. So he actually explained it in the description. What a thrill. Let's never do that again. In Exilus! Pluto's missing all that EXP. I guess we could have, like, farmed for Lopez coins, but I don't think we need the money that bad. It's good for a troll hack, although the real troll is no warp. Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's not a troll hack, the Death and Tactics. It's not a troll game. But there are elements that are, like, you know, it's permadeath focused, right? It's supposed to be Iron Man. And there are elements of, like, risk-reward, where, like, you go out scouting for rewards, but sometimes the unit you scout with just fucking dies. So I wouldn't consider that a troll so much as risk-reward, but, you know, it's something. I need the money. Why the fuck can't I afford Loretes? Loretes gets no money. Loretes gets no money, no bitches, no kills, no nuttin'. Give me a pizza with nuttin'! Alright, we got 3 units to unit review. For roadside. Chat. Because I love democracy so much, while I go get myself a snack, who review first? Archer Girl, Shady Soldier, Tank who kills self. You get to choose the order of the unit reviews while I go get a snack. On 0% Loretes is probably good. That's a funny joke. That is a very humorous joke. Reminder number 7,000 that Loretes gets his stat boosts not all at once, but over the course of the game, and the big one is for the final map. Hey, just kidding, chat. I gotta go. Sorry, bye.